Hi everyone and welcome to Pilates for Men with me, April Moon. Now of course this class can be suitable for men and women of all ages, abilities and fitness, and it will be really good to help your body be nice and strong, to get you very mobile. It's also really good to sort of keep your body active, and we're going to get started in just a few short moments. All you need is a mat, maybe a cushion, some water. We're going to be standing and laying and sitting today, and I really hope you enjoy it. I'm here for the next 30 minutes. If you can't make it and stay for the whole class, never worry, because it will be posted onto the Facebook page and you can revisit it whenever you want to. So a little bit about me. I'm a Pilates teacher and have been for 4 years, and a lot of men come to my classes as well. Pilates is amazing for men and women, obviously, but with men, they sort of tend to have more physical jobs, which actually cause a lot more injury and imbalance to the body. So by doing these exercises, you're actually going to really help your body sort of keep aligned, keep your body strong and healthy and active. Okay, so first things first, we're going to come to lay down. And a lot of men that I actually teach do say that they have bad lower backs, and this can be from, I had one man who came to me who was a bricklayer and said that obviously years of lifting heavy bricks and sort of being in all weird and wonderful positions all day really sort of injured his back. So I gave him some of these exercises and he said they really helped. So I hope they help you too. So first of all, just drop your shoulders and hug your knees in towards your chest. If you can't manage to clasp your hands over your knees, then you can place your hands on them and rock side to side. The idea of this is that the whole spine and lower back is imprinted into the mat, and your rocking side to side, which actually massages that area. Due to the fact that the lower lumbar spine is fixed, we can't always stretch that out as much as we'd like to, and therefore that's where a lot of injury happens. And of course, it's right in the middle of the body, which means that, you know, it's really hard. It takes all the impact from the lower body and upper body. So it goes through quite a lot in life, our lower back. So by doing this, you're just really relaxing it. Now, if you rock a little bit more side to side and just really get into the sides of the body as well, that can really help. So just drop the shoulders down and relax the face and just breathe in and out. And now what we're going to do is just stretch up the left leg away and then hug the right knee in and then just circle that around, warming up into the hips, mobilising that area. If you hear a few creaks, don't worry, that's normal. I'm a Pilates teacher and I creak and crack all over the place sometimes, especially my knees and hips. It's normal. And then go the other way around too. And then hug the left knee in and stretch the other leg long, or just switch legs, whatever leg you've done before, and then just circle around. Let the shoulders relax here. And then the other way. Wonderful. And now take a long body stretch. Push through the heels, arms over the head, stretch the whole body long. Fabulous. I'm just going to quickly talk about the neutral pelvis. If you've never done this before, you're going to lay hands down by your side, knees and heels in, and then heels out, toes forward, and then you're going to just tuck the pelvis under. This means that you're going to press the lower back into the mat. Pilates is all about the position of the pelvis and how this really affects your body. So just tuck the pelvis under, and then fingers underneath and push down, and then between the back and the mat you've got lots of nice space, and then again tuck under, and then push down, and then tuck under, and then push down. Good, and then just release. So now take your hands underneath the back and the mat, between the back and the mat, should I say, and you will feel a little gap, and that's hopefully your neutral pelvis. Okay, so first things first, you're going to take your right arm up,
You're going to drop your shoulder away from your ear and then just bend your elbow slightly and then just hold it there. So you're trying to get the whole of the back of the arm flat to the mat. Now, if you've got sort of an imbalance or like wonky shoulders and you feel that sort of pull in and you can't quite get your hand flat down, don't worry about it. Just keep stretching because this is opening up all of the shoulder area. And just drop your shoulders away from the ears and allow that sort of relaxation feeling to take over the arm. And then what you're going to do is inhale and exhale, trying to get this hand flat down to the floor. Now I've got a tight shoulder this side and therefore it feels a little bit odd for me. So I like to just hover my hand off the floor slightly. But this again will open up this part now of the shoulder. And then release, and then the other side. So lift that arm up, drop the shoulder down, bend that elbow and place it down to the floor. And just feel that nice stretch. If you can't place your back of your hand down, that's fine. We always have one side of our bodies that are longer and stronger than the other, and this is where these imbalances will start to show. Then take that hand and bring it down to the floor. You might find this one a little bit easier, or you might find it a little bit more difficult. And then release. Wonderful. Okay, now let's just work into our hips. So what you're going to do is just lift one hip high into the body and drop the other hip down, and then the other side. And that just gets the whole of the lower back and hips warmed up and working. It's our joints that take the most impact in life. So our ankles, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, our necks as well, that's a big one. So 3, 2, 1, and then just release. Now take your feet out as wide as possible and push your heels out. And just feel how tight you are down the sides of the body. When we do these stretches right at the start, it's really good because you allow your body to sort of check in with itself and see where's sore and where's not. And you might find that you might not even be able to touch the knees. That's okay, don't worry. And then release. Wonderful. Feet down onto the floor. And now what you're going to do is just slide the left leg out, push through the heel, lift the leg up, lower it down, slide it back in. You might lose your socks here. Always happens. Push out. Really stretch and push through that heel. Lift it up so you feel your core activating. Drop the foot down, bring it in. Good. So stretch out, push, come back in. And again out, stretch, come back in. And again, stretch it out, lift. Now, we're going to do 4 more. Place your hands actually onto your stomach and you'll feel your core muscles working. Now, everyone says to me, oh, I've got too much fat there, I can't feel it. You will definitely feel it. Everyone has a core, everyone has abdominals. It's just to see if they're turned on, how they work, and how strong they are. By doing this, you'll feel it and you'll get in tune with your body. That's it. We'll just do 1 more on the other side. And then lift it back in. Wonderful. Let's hug those knees in towards the chest 1 more time. Excuse me. And then drop 1 foot down and then the other. Let's go back into that neutral pelvis. Remember, always rock the pelvis back and forth if you need to. And then stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders in line with the wrists. And then imagine you've got like a piece of cord around that middle finger and it's going to lift you up. So 1 at a time. You're going to lift up towards the ceiling and relax. Now this is really good for the neck and shoulders because what happens is sometimes when we have like tight neck, tight shoulders, this can actually stem from lower parts of our body. Sometimes the sort of aftermath of doing repetitive strain injury or, you know, repeating yourself a lot, it travels all the way up the body. So it could be that you have tight legs, but it's actually feeling it in your shoulders because all the other muscles are just pulling up against one another. So we're doing exercises like this. You're just relaxing and releasing the body, which is what it wants all the time. Now relax here, and then we'll do both arms. So lift and lower down. Lift and lower. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you should feel like your shoulders are nicely warmed up there, which is what we want. And now what you're going to do is take your right hand to your left elbow, left to right elbow, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and push the elbows up towards the top of the ceiling. And release down, and breathe in, breathe out, lift, and relax down, and again up, and down, and last one. And release. Wonderful. Now curl up onto your right side. Excuse me. And now come onto all fours. So going to release any tension within our back. So knees in line with the hips and wrists in line with shoulders. You're going to inhale, nod the chin and round through the spine. And then uncurl and look forward. And again, nod round. And then look forward. And then again round. And look forward. And round. And look forward. Wonderful. Now place both hands towards the top of the mat. And then imagine you've got magnets on the elbows and you're pushing them down, bringing those hips back and stretching and open up, hold the back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And lift. And now what you're going to do is we're going to come to stand up and work into the core standing up today. So you're going to come into a little ball and just round through your back. Press the fingertips into the floor and drop the shoulders. And heels down. And gently, gently, gently roll all the way up. Fab. Okay, so I'm just going to move this back slightly. My cameraman's busy today, so I've got me instead. Right. So you might not be able to see me still, but that's okay. So what I want you to focus on here is the legs. Now, balance is also a massive side effect of having a weak core. If you find that your balance isn't the best, it could be because your core isn't the strongest. So there's no need to worry. We can always work on this, and there's lots of simple things to do in order for us to do that. So you are going to have, let me just straighten out my camera slightly. There we go. So you're going to have your feet hip width apart. So to find this, feet are together, heels out, toes forward, and then relax the toes down. And then have the hands down by your side, not down by my side, and then drop in the shoulders, relaxing the neck. And then from here, let's tuck the pelvis under. So best way for me to explain this is the Mr. Bean stance. He always stands like this, sort of quite lazy, and that's the way sometimes we stand, or we've trained our bodies to stand like this, and of course our muscles have memory, and therefore this is the side effect of that. So just squeeze under with the Mr. Bean stance. Take the fingers underneath the hips and push back. Now you should extend that body nice and long. And again, tuck under. And push back. Then tuck under.
And release. Good. Okay, feet are hip width apart, and all you're going to do is lift one heel up and push it down. When you do this, try not to lean too much over to one side. So the heel's coming off, and then it's lowering down. There we go. And again, you may feel this in your core slightly. The slower you lower your heel down to the floor, the better it is. Just keep going. Good. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now what we're going to do is lift both heels off the floor. So if you're doing this for me a little while, you can add your hands in. This makes it a bit harder. So inhale, lift, or you can hold on to something, and now I want you to slowly as you can lower the heels down. And when you do that, you should feel your tummy muscles get harder and feel that core strength. Okay, so and again, lift and squeeze and lower. Good, and again, come up. And lower. Just keep doing this, feel the core activating. Three more, lift up. 2. And last one. Good, now hopefully you did feel that in your tummy. If you didn't, don't worry, we're going to make it a little bit harder now. So what you're going to do, have the feet hip width still, and all you're going to do is lift up the right leg, and then you're going to slowly lower it down. Now you really will feel your core kick in here. Hold on to something and try not to let your pelvis tip. So what we don't want is to do this. We want it here. We want everything kind of like really long and strong within the spine. So lift it up. You can place your hands here if you can, or hold on to something. So lift it up. Don't do this. Not the Grinch. You're here. And now squeeze that leg all the way back down. Other side. Inhale. Lift it up. Exhale. And lower. Good. And again, lift. And lower. Lovely. And again. And lower. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. So I do hope you felt that. If you didn't, don't worry. Sometimes if it's your first class, or maybe you're a beginner and only doing it a few weeks, it can take a little while for you to use your mind to muscle connections. That means to really sort of engage with your body and think about every exercise you do as you're doing it. These things take time, and I promise you, you will get there. Now we're going to work into the core once again, but also with the glutes and the backs of the legs and the lower back. If you've got any lower back pre-existing injuries, please be very careful with this one. You don't want to overdo it, but it will also help as well. So what you're going to do is have your feet hip width apart, and you're just going to tip your upper body forward slightly. You're not going to stick your glutes out like this, the whole body. So imagine placing one hand on your back, one hand on your tummy, and tipping you forward. That's all you're doing. So you're protecting your lower back. Now you're going to bend both knees, and then you're going to sweep the right leg up and back. You're going to squeeze into that leg, and then you're going to bring it back down, and then come up. And then we're going to tip forward again, bend the knees, other leg, squeeze, tap it down, come back in. Good, tip forward, and come back, tap, and lift, and again, forward, Good, keep this going. So lean forward, drop the shoulders, relax the face, neck, jaw. Tap it down and come back in. And again, forward. Lift. Good. Let's do 4. 3. 2. And 1. And relax. Well done. Now we're going to release any tension you may have just built up there within the lower back. So nod the chin towards your chest. Round it through. Relax the head. Round, round, round. Let the head drop completely. And then gently, gently roll all the way back up. Oh, I feel so lovely. Let's do that again. Inhale, nod. Round it through. So if you stand up all day, if you've got a very physical job and you feel like your lower back is always hurting you, this is what you need to do. Let the head drop. Round through that spine. Feel all of this. Feel like your lower back is just going, ah. It's the best way. Relax down. And then gently, gently, gently roll all the way back up. Fabulous. So our last standing exercise now is going to be our squats. So have your feet hip width apart, hands down by your side, relax the knees. And then what you're going to do is you're going to inhale and exhale, bend the knees. So the knees aren't going out or they're not going in. You want the knees over the toes, then you're going to push through the heels and come to squeeze all the way back up. Okay? And then again, inhale, exhale, bend the knees. And lift. And again, come down. And lift. Now from the side. Four more. 4. And lift up. 3. Now you can lift your arms if your lower back can and feels comfortable. Lift the arms. Hold it. Squeeze. 2. And lift up. And last one. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze back up. Wonderful, well done. We're going to do a couple more roll downs now. Feet at hip width, back to it. So nod the chin. So your squats are amazing for your knees. Physiotherapists recommend this a lot for people with any knee problems. Really good for your balance, and obviously you're going to strengthen all the muscles within the legs too. And then round back up. And again, inhale, nod. And round. Now go really loose, let the head drop, and now just circle your right arm around from the shoulder joint, then the other way. Then on the left side, circle around. And then the other way. And then release, fingertips down to the floor. And then just straighten those legs out. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And rock side to
Just close the eyes and breathe here for a second and just enjoy the relaxation in the lower back. And now take a long body stretch. Wonderful. Let's stretch out the backs of the legs here. So you're going to hug the right leg in towards the chest, take the hands behind the thighs, drop your shoulders. This is the number one thing I see with people. Their shoulders are up here. And if you've got tense shoulders, that's completely normal, that can happen. But just drop them down. Now inhale, exhale, extend that leg up nice and long. Relax it down, breathing in, breathe out, stretch up. And release, good. Excuse me, hug the left knee in, relax the shoulders, breathing in, breathe out, lift. And bring it down, inhale, exhale, lift. And relax. Good, extend the legs out nice and long, arms over the head. And release, wonderful. Okay, so now what we're going to do is cross your left leg over your right knee, stretch your arms out, and then you're going to rock both knees over to the right. This is amazing for opening up the sides of the body, so your SI joint and the obliques and all the muscles in the hips. Relax the shoulders down, just breathe in and out. And come onto your back, other side. Right over left, and over the other side. I love this stretch. You should be able to feel this all within your middle of your back, all the way down the legs. And then come and lay down. And now we've got a couple of minutes, excuse me, still got this cough, just to relax your body, just to feel the effects of everything we've done. We rarely stop and relax these days, so let's do that. Just breathe in and out. Just relaxing everything. And then breathe in, breathe out, one nice long stretch. And gently roll yourself up or come down to your right side. Dropping the shoulders down, stretching the arms out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale, lower. And I really hope you enjoyed that Pilates class. Remember, you can come back to it anytime you want. It's fantastic for keeping your body strong and mobile. If you've got any questions, please leave them underneath, and I will always do my best to get back to you. Have a wonderful week, and I shall see you all next Monday. Bye.